Hello everyone, we are starting a series on how to use R for statistical analysis, and we know that there are some people who will be interested in using R, but this is probably going to be their first time. Therefore, it is important that we look at how we can download and install R on our computer. So how do we download and install R? There are two types of R. There is the R language and also RStudio. Why RStudio is user friendly, R requires some level of code writing. Because we are beginners, we are going to be using RStudio in the course of the series. So in this video, I'm going to be showing us how we can download and install RStudio. But before we can install RStudio, it is important that we also download and install R so that RStudio can work effectively. So let's go ahead and download RStudio. So the first thing you want to do is to pick browser of your choice. I use Google Chrome, so I'm going to come here and type RStudio. RStudio download, RStudio download, and press. After typing that, you press enter. When that is done, the very first thing you are going to see here, or whatever you see, ensure that you can see post-its, and you will say RStudio desktop. So what do? Click on post-it, click on RStudio desktop. When you click on RStudio desktop, after pressing enter, this is what you are going to see, RStudio desktop. Then you can scroll down to be sure you are in the right place. You see post-it here at this end, so just scroll down. When you scroll down, you see it's telling you that if you must install RStudio, there are two things you must do. You must first download and install R. Thereafter, you then proceed to download and install RStudio. So the first thing we are going to do is to click on download and install R. So you click on it. When you click on it, it will bring you this interface. Another interface will pop up. On the pop-up interface, you can see R, download R for Linux. That's if you are using a Linux system. Download R for Mac. You pick this option if you are using a Mac system. But if you are using a Windows option, this is what you are going to pick. Download R for Windows. So I am using Windows, so you click on download R for Windows. So that is what I'm going to click, download R for Windows. So when you click on it, another interface will come up. In the interface, you'll see subdirections, base, contrib, old contrib, R tools. So what we want to do is that we will install. You can see this is what you want to install R for the first time. If you are installing R for the first time, this is where you come to. You can see install R for the first time. So you click on it. After clicking on it, another interface will come up. On this interface, you see R 4.3.1. that is the latest version of R. So what do? Click on this R-4.1, 4.3, 4.1 for Windows. Click it. When you click on download, you'll see at this end the download has begun. Our download is complete. Locate the directory where you have the R downloaded into and open it. Now, the very first thing you are going to see is that it asks you to select language to use during the installation. So if you are not an English speaker, you can click French, you can click Espanol, you can click Italian, you can click Netherlands. So whatever language you are using, you can pick it from here. But I'm an English speaker, so I click on English. After that is done, you click OK. When you click OK, another interface will come to you asking you to read the important information before continuing. You just read through. After reading, you click next. When you click on next, this is what you are going to have. Is asking you if you like to continue or you want to save it in a different folder. I would advise that you let it save in the directory you have selected on your system, so you don't have to change the directory. So just click next. this will come up again. You see mail files, 64-bit files, message translation. Leave it as it is, don't uncheck any, leave them that way. So you click on next. After clicking on next, it's asking you please specify yes or no, then click next. You want it to customize the startup? No, let's accept the default, let's leave it as no. So you then click next. After clicking next, you can see it's asking you to continue. Click next. If you would like to select a different folder, then browse. Don't select any other folder, just click next. Now after after clicking next, you have this other interface here. Save version is to create a quick launch shortcut. You don't need that, so just leave it as it is and then click next. After clicking next, your installation must begin. So your installation is completed. So all you need to do is to click finish. After that is done, you go to your desktop. When you go to your desktop, your arrow must have been installed. So you can see my desktop here. This is where I have my arrow. So now that we are sure that our arrow installed, the next thing we want to do is to go ahead and install our RStudio. So we have to go back, click on the first landing page, which is the arrow desktop. Post it here. After you have clicked on it, you can now see the second option, which is to install RStudio. That means we have to download it. So we click on download RStudio for Windows. All right, our RStudio is here. So the next thing we want to do is to install it. So you go ahead to the directory where you normally found your download and open it. So install it. I'll just right click and click on open, or you can click on run as administrator. Run as administrator is actually a better option. So click on run as administrator. So this interface will come up. On this interface, just click on next. Then you have this interface again that will pop up after clicking next. Click, you can see next, click next. After clicking next, it's going to bring you here. Select arrow menu, select start menu button. You want all of this to do. You don't select anything, just click install. So the installation will begin. So hold on for so your installation is here. You can see installation is completed. Click finish. So after hitting on finish, your RStudio is installed on your system. Now if you come to your desktop, you will discover that you cannot see your RStudio. So all you need to do is to just go to your start button, click on the start menu, or on your desktop on your keyboard, just click on your start button. After clicking on start button, you will see it will be the very first thing you are going to see, because it's just a newly added program to your computer. So you can click on it to bring a shortcut to your desktop. So just right click on it, or whatever you see is, you can see more. It's because of the version of Windows I'm using. So if you are using Windows 10, when you right click on it, it will show you open file. You will see open file location immediately. But if you are using Windows 11, when you right click, you will see pin start, you will see uninstall, then you will see more. Select this more. When you select more, it will bring you all this other option. So you can see open file location. Click on open file location. it will bring you to R. So you'll see RStudio and uninstall. So right click on the RStudio with the shortcut icon and then locate send to. When you click on locate send to, it will give you Bluetooth device compress. You'll see desktop create shortcut. So you click on this desktop create shortcut. After that is done, RStudio would have appeared on your desktop. So we can see here we have our RStudio on our desktop, so we are good to go. RStudio is now installed on our desktop. So thank you so much for staying with me to the end on how to install RStudio. You can subscribe to my channel so that you get detail about the basics of how to use RStudio, and thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.